lost early, but they bring that experience into this game of round one of the college football playoff is underway. Fireworks fly here at Autzen. Ryan on the kickback. Spins, rather. Whittington all the way out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, so that is pretty good field position for Dante Moore. Number 3 in America in completion percentage. The toss to Whittington to begin. He turns the corner. He's down the sideline with a first down. Jacob Thomas bumped him out, but Noah Whittington. It looks like they will actually say he stepped out of bounds.
About 7 yards per carry, 774 yards on the season.
Screen, and that's good for a first down to Jeremiah McClellan. I heard Chris Button tell you that DeCorian Moore, Gary Bryant Jr., who have both been out since before and an injury to Gary Bryant Jr. during the Iowa game. So it's been about a month since those two have played. And boy, have Malik Benson and Jeremiah McClellan stepped up in their absence. Good protection and a delivery again to McClellan from Dante Moore. Another Ducks first down.
There you see just a basic West Coast type of principle where you get a flat route, a curl route, and a spot route over the middle. DeCorian, right away, Dante Moore just delivering the football with accuracy on time.
4-man rush. He's well protected again. He's going to take a shot at the seam. In stride, Jabari Johnson. Touchdown.
You see Jamari Johnson, the transfer from Louisville, stretching out, breaking the plane, getting Oregon on the board here early. He got him singled up one-on-one against All-American linebacker Trent Hendrick, and he just beat him down the seam. And then early on, you get a taste of just how explosive this Oregon offense is.
And they're going to run a trick play and try and go for 2.
And seeing outside the hash up the seam, Trent Hendrick can't catch up to him. Oregon takes the early lead.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot.
Let's just see what happens here in their second series when they get back on the field.
Can their offense answer? Alonzo Barnett III, the Sun Belt Player of the Year. Tears his ACL at the end of last season, the final play of the season, and didn't miss a game this year. Only 8 months later, came back and was able to start the season, make it all the way through, and 14 rushing touchdowns to go along with 21 through the air.
Yeah, he's going to need to do it all here tonight, Bob. He's going to have to distribute this football through the air. He's going to have to be a factor on design quarterback runs, and the second reaction off-schedule plays. That's going to make the difference as to whether or not JMU has a chance to match Oregon score for score.
Wayne Knight, not much on first down. Right into the arms of Amari Washington.
You see right away, we talked about one of the keys to the game for JMU's offensive line was their interior 3, handling Bear Alexander and Amari Washington, 52, who just made the first play. You've got to get these two defenders blocked, because if you don't, they will wreck your offense from inside out.
6 at the line of scrimmage for the Ducks. And Kid Barnett be heard. He's got to go individually to every guy along the line of scrimmage just to communicate. Another handoff, bouncing it outside is Knight. He's got the sideline. Wayne Knight all the way out to midfield. 24 yards on second down and 10.
What a great read by Wayne Knight. And I want you to take a look at the quarterback, Alonzo Barnett. Look at the block he makes on the edge. Just absolutely puts the DB on the ground. The freshman Brandon Finney, the corner, and just springs Wayne Knight for a huge explosive play that gets him almost to midfield.
Wayne Knight, number 3 in America in all-purpose yards, just shy of 150 yards per game. He's their leading rusher and their leading receiver. Now they'll run the screen. Braden Wisłowski picks up 5.
Offensive coordinator Dean Kennedy told us, hey, look, we're going to try and get this ball on the perimeter. We know what the strength of this Tosh Lupoi-led defense of Oregon, we know what it is. We know that it's right down the middle. So we got to get the ball on the edges, on the perimeter, kind of stretch them sideline to sideline, and be very strategic and smart with the way in which we call plays.
Io Adei now joins Knight, flanking Barnett. Losing the football and jumping back on top of it, it appeared, was Barnett. It'll be 3rd down and 5, but a near giveaway. Dylan Thieneman was rushing up to the line of scrimmage. And now a 3rd down and plus territory for the Dukes.
This is where Alonzo Barnett has to be great. He has to make good decisions. Remember to use his legs in order to pick up first downs. He is healthy now, coming all the way back from that ACL injury. He has to be a factor here on 3rd down.
Well protected, and that's short of the first down. Lakota Dupree, the tight end, makes it 4th down and 2. And Lewis, Bob Chesney told us they know they have to be aggressive in this game. They'll obviously go for it, right?
No question. Anything 4th or 3 or less on the plus side of the 50 on the road here in this stadium when the team's already put up 6 on you, there's no question you're going for this.
We asked him this exact question yesterday, and he did not hesitate. He knows they're going to have to try and match Oregon score for score. Zone read. Making the catch. Right at the line to gain is Dupree. He's got it. Nice little play action fake by Barnett. And Bryce Betcher, Thieneman, sandwiched the tight end, but he gets just enough.
That's just a great job as far as the ball handling by Alonzo Barnett. And then the quick trigger to get the ball quickly out to Lakota Dupree. And just get just enough to get the first down. Now a new set of downs on the plus side of the 50. You see they continue to tack on the edges. They're going to want to try and take some shots and test these young corners for Oregon down the field in one-on-one situations.
High snap. Barnett. Tipped ball, and it falls in no man's land. It looked like Tatum. Tuioti got a fingertip on the football.
Yeah, Alonzo Barnett was trying to come back inside. Looked like he was trying to hit Jalen Sanchez, number 0, the transfer. Maybe trying to get that ball back over the middle to maybe the tight end, Josh Pfeiffer. And Tatum Tuioti, the leading sacker on this Oregon defense, is getting those big paws up in the air, causing ball disruption.
And now Wayne Knight back in. I don't think we've seen the same formation twice yet on this opening drive from James Madison. Knight jitterbugs and picks up 3, so it will be 3rd down and 7. And is that the best chance that the Dukes have? Just to change up looks all night to, at best, make Oregon think a little defensively?
No question. That's exactly the wording that offensive coordinator Dean Kennedy used. He said, look, we have to make sure that this defense has to think as far as what's the personnel grouping, what's the formation, what did they run at it previously, what are they going to run at it this time? You see now they're going to try, and as they spread this formation, do they try and get the ball to someone like Braden Wisłowski, number 10?
Blitz on the way. And out on the edge, it's Wisłowski. Slips and falls close to the first down. Well, check that. DeGennaro made the catch. And so now it will be, it looks like, another 4th and short.
This is a nice little option route, little whip route by DeGennaro. You see he comes in like he's going to run a shallow cross and then just whips it back outside. DeGennaro averaging just under 18 yards per reception. Been a big play guy here, another 4th and short type of situation. So they're going to spread the formation. Alonzo Barnett going to have to make some decisions.
Looks like it might be a direct snap right to the running back. Submarining, hoping for it is Wayne Knight. And he's got it. Terrence Green made the stop. But on 4th down and 1, a direct snap to Wayne Knight converts.
What a good, tough run by Wayne Knight. You see the defensive tackle wrapping Terrence Green, number 99, who goes 6'5", 330. Wayne Knight's only 5'7", 190 on a good day. And he still picks up the first down, but another set of downs. James Madison continuing to move this football methodically down the field.
Quarterback run for Barnett. Breaks a tackle. He's in the red zone.
Such a good read again by Autzen Barnett. It's basically like the triple option. You see, he fakes the ball to Joby Mallory, pulls it. He sees the seam up the field, and just tucks it and picks up a huge chunk yardage play. Again, getting this defense to think, giving them multiple things to look at, different formations, different personnel groupings. They've got Oregon on their heels.
A bit of a crease for 236-pound senior Joby Mallory. You go from 190-pound Wayne Knight to the 236-pound Hammer looking for a nail. And they move further in the red zone, where they have been a top 20 team this year, has James Madison, in terms of red zone touchdown percentage.
And a lot of that has to do with Autzen Barnett's ability to be a dual threat option down here. It's true 11-on-11 football because of his ability to run the ball, but he's got such great field vision and is a pinpoint accurate passer down here inside the 20.
Barnett pulls it and gets spun back. So it will be 3rd down and 5. It's Amari Washington, another tackle at the line of scrimmage.
You just see all the different bodies going different ways that are really just causing this Oregon defense to have to key so many different things. It looked like they were going to run a zone read out to the right. They have double pullers coming back to the left. Autzen Barnett then just kind of takes it on a quarterback counter. There is a lot that Tosh Lupuy's defense is having to look at here on this first drive. And it is working out well so far for James Madison.
3rd down and 6 in the red zone. Another blitz on the way. Barnett didn't see it. Batted ball. It looked like Tuioti knocked it down again. So now what do you do? It's 4th down and 6.
Incomplete pass.
Now they said they wanted to be aggressive. They knew they needed 7s and not 3s, but you probably have to take 3 here.
You're going to see Tuioti right here just coming inside on the stunt. And he gets right in the line of sight as he tries to get that ball to tight end Lakota Dupree, just coming flashing across the middle. He had him open. He could have hit him on it. But again, that's that ball disruption that we talk about. If you can't get in for the sack or a hit on the quarterback, get your hands up, cloud the running lanes. It's 2 times the time. Did a nice job on this drive.
And Morgan Suarez is good from 30 yards to get the Dukes on the board. They cut the lead in half. A time-consuming drive. Possession for James Madison. That was an 8-minute and 3-second drive. That's the longest they've had all year. They get only 3 out of it, but that has to be a confidence builder.
There's no question about it. And just think about the complementary effect that it has on this football game for James Madison. One, it keeps the Oregon explosive offense off the field and keeps their defense fresh. They had to make some adjustments here in this second drive, prevent the explosive plays, but that's exactly the profile they wanted to employ in this game.
That was also the longest drive, time of possession-wise, allowed by Oregon. They've got it when we come back.
Hey, co-pilot. How do I go?
Mentioned. Now here up for his second series.
If he enters the draft right now, Mel Kiper's got him number 1. And he gets help from his running game as well. As Whittington pushes the pile for about 3.5. Stormy.
Well, defensive coordinator for JMU, Colin Hitchler, told us coming into this game his side of the ball needed to show up and play their best from the beginning. But after giving up that early touchdown, he was really vocal on the sideline with his players. He said, we can play with them if you do your job, but double down, you have to do your job.
As much confidence as you would think the James Madison offense built, going 15 plays in 8 minutes. That quick strike for Oregon had to put a little bolt of fear into the defense for JMU as they crowd the line here. Pass out to the edge. freshman gets loose down the sideline. Dyer Hill Jr. And they finally ride him out at about the 32.
This is exactly what defensive coordinator Colin Hitchler was worried about. He said he thought that they had enough to slow down the running game. It was the one-on-one situations out here on the perimeter. And you see Dyer Hill, he's able to beat the corner, Justin Eaglin, and then get loose down the sideline. And they have got some guys now that can absolutely fly. And just look at that stiff arm. I'm not going to say it's Derrick Henry-esque, but it's good enough. But they have got some guys that can just absolutely go. We haven't even seen Jordan Davison, the fantastic freshman, yet touch the rock, although number 0 is in the game in the backfield.
Right on cue. Davison tripped up at the 10-yard line. Jacob Thomas saved the touchdown.
And this here, you see it. You're going to see Davidson just good outside on the perimeter and then get downfield. And you see the freshman, the other fantastic freshman, DeCorian Moore, with the block downfield.
Davison again to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Drew Spinagati made the stop. Oregon pretty efficient in terms of putting the ball in the end zone, a top 30 team. And it's just the sheer volume of trips that they get. This is their 50th trip into the red zone this season.
In JMU, you have to slow down this running game. Everything builds off of the running game with any offense, and in particular this Oregon offense. And you have to make this offense more one-dimensional. Right now, they're having their way.
Keeper. Moore to the pylon and in. Another Oregon touchdown.
Perfect execution on this read. Dante Moore pulls the ball from Jordan Davison and then gets a great block out on the perimeter by tight end Roger Saliapaga on the edge. It's just like you draw it up in the meeting room.
Lewis, that's 2 touchdowns for Oregon on 9 total offensive plays.
I mean, they're absolutely humming. You see here, you're going to see Dante Moore pull the ball, and then just look at the block on the edge. And then it's just a foot race to the corner. Oregon absolutely.
Lined up, Landon Ellis down inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. They knew they had to dial up some trick plays. They go to the bag for one there, and it works to perfection.
It sure does. There you see it. This is the double pass. Landon Ellis has been a big play producer for this football team all season long. Number 2 on the team in receptions, number 1 in touchdowns. And that's just a huge explosive play, putting them down here inside the 10.
That is the end of the first quarter.
So that takes us to the end of the first. James Madison in striking distance, but it was Oregon.